You've been through many preseasons yourself. Like, what can we actually know about Darnold at this point?
You know, everyone was raving about his first preseason game. We were all excited. He threw a touchdown. He was 96 yards and all this. But this is more important. When you get to practice and you're practicing against another team, there's a lot of reps. There's a lot of opportunity for mistakes. And you heard Josh Norman say he's not making them. And we know Josh Norman well enough to know that he's not going to come out and praise a guy to lie.
It's true.
Right? He has nothing. He's not the type of guy that's going to say, I'm going to say good things about this person so people like me. He doesn't care that he's liked. He means this. He believes this. And so if you're a Jets fan, you have to be excited, right? You were excited when he fell to you in the draft because everybody thought he was going to go number 1 to Cleveland. And now you're excited because you saw him play in the preseason game. But having these matchup against veteran players, veteran defenses, and excelling in them and impressing guys like Josh Norman is huge because these are the people that he's going to play on Sunday, not the guys he was working against in the preseason game last week.
Right. All right, I'm going to throw more quotes at you because we've got more defensive players coming out, like Jalen Ramsey.
My favorite.
Yeah, as he said to GQ here, I think Bill's draft pick, Josh Allen, is trash. I don't care what nobody say, he's trash, and it's going to show, too. That's a stupid draft pick to me. And then he went on to say even more things about, and even other NFL players. But Jalen Ramsey is suspended right now.
Right.
But he's also playing for a guy, Tom Coughlin, who doesn't seem like historically would put up like something like this. What do you think the ramifications are here? What's your response, first of all, and what are the ramifications?
Well, obviously, I don't think there's ramifications to what he said in GQ. He was doing an interview, and he was being honest. We've known Jalen for a very short time in the NFL, and he's always a guy that's going to put his feelings out there. He's going to say what he feels, and he's going to mean it. But when you think about the position of cornerback, right?
Yeah.
You don't want to necessarily draw that attention to yourself, but this guy does because he's that good. He doesn't want you to shy away. He wants you to come at him. He wants you to throw at him. And so when you ask him a question about Josh Allen, he gives you his honest opinion. When you ask him a question about Matt Ryan, he gives you his honest opinion because he ain't scared.
There's no downside, I guess,
There's
for him.
no downside to him because he's like, what? That means they're going to throw the ball at me more?
Right.
Please do it. But when you think about Tom Coughlin and the way he has kind of a no-nonsense approach to football, that has to change in this age because these guys are different. This isn't your put your head down, come to work, and don't say anything generation. And Jalen Ramsey is an example of that. And you already see he's suspended for a week for attacking the media down in Jacksonville. And if you're going to start suspending Jalen Ramsey for the things he says and the stuff he does as far as social media and media is concerned, he may never play a game if you're sensitive to it.
All right, we got about 30 seconds, but I wanted your take on Dez Bryant taking a visit to Cleveland and what you think about a potential marriage between.
I think that would be good. Obviously, you know, Antonio Callaway has some issues, but he's a guy that's talented. Jarvis Landry would be the number 1 there until Josh Gordon could get back. Dez Bryant is not the number 1 anymore. He's a guy who has to fit into a system, a guy who has to play a role, play a part. And if Dez accepts that, I believe he can excel in that role. So you'll see him go to Cleveland, and if they decide that that's what they're going to do, and if he signs there, I think he's productive. But let's not think we're going to see the Dez of old. Right. This is going to be a new role and a new player if he decides to go to the Cleveland Browns.
All right, Ryan Clark, thanks for your time today.
Thank you.